Hey guys, it's Chris from Smithy Fitness. Welcome back. Here I am at God's Field, as I call it. This field's a bit of a destination for me. It's about a half-hour drive. Only make it here maybe once a week at the most. Probably once a week through the summer. But it's very peaceful and beautiful. It's at a high school in Agincourt, just part of Scarborough, which is just part of Toronto, really. Anyway, here it is. You can see my soccer ball, and I got my 2 kettlebells here, but I'm going to carry one right now so I can film myself, which is a little bit more complicated, but no cameraman today. All right, so here we go. It's a beautiful day. Let's get some exercise. I started this channel to talk about my Farmer's Carry Challenge. That was 5 years ago, and I would show me walking with kettlebells, and in the early days really that's all I did. It took a little while to incorporate push-ups and pull-ups, etc., and it got pretty boring pretty fast just watching this guy walking with a kettlebell. By the way, I'm carrying a 20 kilo bell. This is 44 pounds, and I've got the 24 kilo bell back there, which is 54 pounds. So anyway, so I started doing a little bit of talking like I am now, a little philosophy, a little way of looking at life. And really all I was doing was channeling some thoughts that I'd shared with my son. And now my daughter, who's a bit older, but he's 25 now, and I'd always been sharing him, the secrets of life, or secrets of life as I saw it, ways to look at life and business and maybe women, maybe a way of being happy as opposed to being angry and frustrated all the time. So I started sharing those thoughts on the channel, and I don't want it to come across as if I'm lecturing or anything of that sort. I'm just kind of sharing some what I hope is wisdom or some hard-earned lessons that I've learned over my 63 years. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about that while I do some carries and get a workout, and let's see how it goes. So I wanted just to mention a couple things that are bugging me that I notice on social media a lot. I'm seeing a lot of snark, a lot of pessimism and sarcasm. And personally, I find those to be very unattractive traits. This snark is kind of like an angry, pointed put down, whether it's somebody's size or their political beliefs, or they ask us a stupid question, or, there's just a lot of, anger and lack of compassion or understanding for the other person's point of view. So I tell my kids, stay away from it. We want to be a positive source in the world, positive beacon, and it's easy to do. You just let that stuff go, and eventually teach yourself and myself to be a little bit more compassionate or empathetic with those around us. And pessimism too. Holy cow, right? And there's so much negativity in the world, so much thoughts of destruction, and whether it's the climate change or political situation or the various wars that are going on, we just see this negative loop. It causes people to click and to watch the news and such. One thing I've decided, actually I haven't done it in many years, but just don't watch the news. I know what's going on, you can't miss it, but I can't do anything about it. So leave it aside. Let's bring up the optimistic side of life. And there's lots of good things going on. I live near Lake Ontario. When I was growing up, you could not swim in Lake Ontario. It was pretty polluted, both from the US side, from New York State, and from Ontario, and all of our industrial dumping. But now, Lake Ontario is beautiful. It's clean, it's pristine. No problem swimming in it. Kids, parents. I see a lot of older folks doing their cold plunges, you know, these 65-year-old guys. I guess that's my age, or almost my age, don't push it, but you know, they're in there. They're getting there into the water at 7 a.m. and it's cold, but it's clean, it's pure. So there's a lot of good things going on in life. When I was a kid, they were talking about acid rain, and what was it, the ozone layer is disappearing. You know, it's all, none of it comes to pass. Miami is supposed to be underwater like at least a decade ago. So easy does it. Life is good. It's going to remain good. It's going to be good for my kids and my grandkids. You know, let's just see the positive and emphasize that. All right, I'm going to do some push-ups and some pull-ups, run around a bit. I'll show you a quick clip. I don't want to bore you with repetitive push-ups, but here we go. So the whole thing about your push-ups and your pull-ups is you really just want to accumulate some volume. We're never going to exhaustion, or rarely going to exhaustion. I'm going to do sets of 7 today. Well, I guess that was 8. So where is everybody, right? I mean, look at this. This beautiful field. It's empty. I'm the only one. So look, we need to be good examples for the world. The world's getting a little lazier, a little more inside, a little more gadget invested. Get out here, guys, girls. Do your workout. Become awesome. Inspire, you know, your kids, your neighbors, your parents, whatever. All right, so I'm always kicking the soccer ball. It's really it's a good time for me. It's simple. I just kick it and walk or jog after it. I'm gonna see if I can put one in the net. Nail it pretty good. Hopefully my camera doesn't fall over. All right, here we go. Okay, that was pretty good. I don't know if you can see that or not. That was a decent kick. And again, it's all unscripted. We don't know what we're gonna do when I'm out here. It's just run around, get the ball, stay on my feet for 60 or 65 minutes, and shoot the shit a bit with you guys. So let's talk a little bit about sarcasm. That's a tough one for me. I've used sarcasm a lot, and it still pops into my head, you know, quite a bit. You know, you see somebody doing something that maybe is a little foolish, and you might say, "Oh, look at that genius over there," or you know, somebody asks a dumb question, and somebody else says, "Well, that's a good question." I mean, it's everywhere. It's easy to slip out, but it's kind of nasty. You know, I see it a lot on X, on Twitter. People think they're being smart, they're being clever, and now when I see it, I kind of think they're an asshole, you know. So again, it's the same message. It's just, you know, we don't have to sugarcoat things. A lot of times I think of something and I don't say anything. I just pass it by, let it go. It's not worth it. So let's be kind. Let's be compassionate. Thanks for watching, guys. I got the 24 kilo bell now. Suitcase carries are great, just the one hand. Oh, but they're really quite difficult. They're in many ways harder than carrying twice as much, but in both hands. So thanks a lot for checking in. Good to see. I can do a lot of these videos this year. Had a little bit more time and a little bit more, I don't know, energy to get them out there. And I hope you enjoy them. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.